bird.
Yeah, the power of the birds. And this is starting. So where do you think they're gonna go first?
I'm assuming Windfall.
Yeah, that would be a good assumption in the last tournament, but now there's some crazy things happening.
Really. It's been a while, so
Oh,
this will be
brightwolfz
interesting.
chooses Windfall.
Oh, I was excited for crazy stuff.
Yeah, apparently both went to Windfall, so if you want a taste of the crazy stuff, some people now do Cliff Plateau early, and I've seen some people do Diamond Step early.
Let's see.
And they're
Yeah, those
both
would be interesting.
going
I should probably catch up on some of the strats that they've been
the
doing.
new strats. If we see some things, I will tell you. Us JoySparx is going straight for our friend Tingle.
Which will provide us with 2 items.
Brighto seems to be going for the like the more complex route, I'd say. Because if you activate those kits before doing anything else, you can do a lot of things.
The first Tingle treasure is a treasure chart.
Which is absolutely required in those flags. No, it's not, but it's alright. We're here for a ride. Thank you, Tingle, for not being too useful.
He's just trying to help.
Yeah, the less useful he is, the more Wind Waker we get, so at least that's something. And Maggie is very useful.
Dropping off a grappling hook.
Yep, a very nice item to see. To be fair, in the scene I was playing earlier, I would have loved to see it.
Yeah, that bad?
Yeah, it was pretty far in. And they're both running to the same kid at the same time. So that's something. To answer your question, chat, no, item slide is not allowed since there's no item sliding in Wind Waker SD, which is the base for the randomizer. Maybe if we find out about it in the middle of the tournament, but I don't see that happening.
That'd be quite the development.
Yeah, that and a SD bear skip, that would be something. And JoySparx also getting his grappling.
And brightwolfz is going to get his treasure chart.
And piece of art. Don't forget the piece of art. Gotta say, I love the Tingle waddling sounds.
Yeah.
They did a good decision at Nintendo when they choose on that sound.
They know their sound effects.
Yeah, they're very good at sound effects, let's say. And Ivan just doing a 180 out of nowhere, like usual. Those kids, they can turn very fast.
Well, let's see what Elvis here wants to give us.
Elvis, first name Tot, actually, but yeah, that's a name.
Well, I mean,
that's a name for the ages.
unknown fact here. It's actually Todd Elvis.
And Tot had Maggie's letter on him. So not sure if that's creepy or not.
Unfortunately,
just hanging out with somebody else's letter. And JoySparx is now going for the third kid. And he's on the floor.
Sparks picking up his last child.
Yep. I
Crazy.
say it sounds even worse when you put it that way. You're not here to judge, just here to laugh. And they have bombs.
Children carrying heat.
Yep,
Those
maybe
bombs
they're
are-
a real gang after all.
Yeah. We really are the killer bees. That'll definitely be useful for bomb aisle coming up though. And an empty bottle to go with it.
Empty bottle, always nice to see that early. So
Gonna
maybe,
get some grandma soup.
yeah, grandma's soup is always nice to have, even in the first dungeons. We might see them go for a bit of a bet. Actually, wait for the end of their first dungeon to fill up that bottle and then go see grandma. Since they already have a good bit of what they need to complete the RC right now. With a bit of luck.
Yeah, but don't they know she's sick? She needs help.
Yep, it's canon that if you don't heal her, she will die. It's the dark part of the canon. Right next to there's one of the Tingle brothers that is called David Jr. for some reason. And is technically a slave.
I think all the
That's-
Tingle brothers are slaves.
Probably. But that one is not even part of the family, so that's even worse. Also, I share my name with him, so I can relate to him on a deep name level.
Oh, you guys say the Zora skin looks bad? I was actually kind of liking it.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, but I gotta say that in the kind of yellow-brown he picked, it's kind of weird.
I'm
So-
thinking of it as more of a golden Zora.
You might be right. I'm actually colorblind, so I'm gonna trust you on this.
I don't know.
And Kibbenadid. From the letter saying that Beetle now stocks bombs.
Can't wait to clip through some walls.
Yep, it's one good place to clip through some walls. It really puts the optional in walls. Oh, and JoySparx going for the good old technique for waiting for Nala. Okay, actually doing the thing and not just talking to her through the staircase. Yep, some free time to just do whatever.
He's working on his quads.
Yep. And brightwolfz is actually going for what I just said, and he's gonna wait on the staircase and then face through it to talk to Mila.
Which sounds amazing.
Yep.
When did
And,
Link learn this power?
dude, we're talking about a kid that can just say it's night.
Fair point.
He can change the wind. I think facing through a staircase is nothing to him. And
But yeah, the
Furor's
Furor's Pearl.
That's
You think she could have just sold that to help her family instead of trying to steal, but you know,
Yeah.
family heirlooms and such.
Actually, gotta say, that's one of the nice pearls to get, because that pearl unlocks a piece of mail from Kamali's father. So it's kind of an item waiting for us now.
Yeah, it's a double item.
Also, very nice from that seed. Every items they need to full clear paw print they have right now.
Oh yeah, they can climb straight up with the grapple hook. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And there's pearl.
2 pearls right off the bat.
Kind of the most useless pearl, because Dim's pearl can actually make it so there's no lava in front of the RC, but Nearest pearl just opens up Tower of the Gods with the other two.
Everyone loves to go to the Tower of Gods.
Yeah, a good Tower of the Gods is a good dungeon. Lots of clips, lots of things you can do to go faster. A lot of common melody you can just ignore if you can. And the first chest is a Pictobox.
Very useful, very useful. We all like to gather our memories along the way.
Yeah, gotta say, Pictobox is always nice to see when you're that. Oh, ooh. That's a stack ball print for now.
Yeah.
A good windfall and a very good ball print for now. Oh, and a bit less good, but still. So what I was saying about the Pictobox is that it's kind of a nice item to get right off the bat because it opens up 3 more locations on Windfall.
And they're not that far from Windfall, but I doubt they'll go straight back. They'll probably head
Could be
to...
surprised. Since we are at the beginning of the seed and they're still looking for some items to make sure that their first dungeon is fully completable before going in.
JoySparx is showing off his sail.
Always a good time to show off the Swift sail. It's not even supposed to be in the game, but it is. Thank you,
I mean, we gotta go
developers.
fast.
Yep, that's the name of the game.
Alright, Wolf's picking up his Pictobox.
Very nice Pictobox, the same red as the other one. And his bow.
Alright, let's see what the letter's got for us.
Yeah, that's
Just a heart. It's always nice to know that people are sending their love through the mail.
Yeah, gotta admit that Kamali's father really pours his art into it when he writes some mail. I think chat might be right.
I think so too.
I think this is supposed to be a Goron.
The Zora Goron skin on JoySparx. All about it.
Yep.
Two
the smallest
species
Goron in
that
the
don't
game.
exist in this game.
And they both got their very first try. That you gotta say that since Modern Child Isles has a lot of water, it can be quite a troll when you try to get a fairy there. And they're not going to win. Grandma's gonna be saved right off the bat. Gotta say, I'm kind of happy about this.
I'm happy too. And this will make combat a little faster too, as long as they don't take damage.
Yeah. Also, I'm just happy in general that I won't have to call any of them monsters for not healing Grandma.
Oh yeah, you were right, Math Girl. There are the three trading Gorons in the game.
Yep, those 3 trading Gorons, they're the ones making the economy stay together. Capitalist Gorons. they know how it works because they were there before. And I don't know what I was expecting, but every time I hear that sound, I'm just like, oh, what are they gonna get? And they're going for the soup.
It somehow always randomizes the soup. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Dude, so what's next? The first chest in Dargan Roost Cavern is gonna be a key or what?
I was thinking the same thing. How's my audio? Like, in Majora's Mask, you touch the water, you're down for the count as well. So here, let's just make a game full of water and put Gorons just adrift in the ocean.
Those Gorons are pretty much on Fear Factor right now. It's an extreme sport, just being alive in that world.
They're just trying to... they're selling their flowers so they can afford their own island.
Or maybe it's the same thing as Gorons in Twilight Princess, where if they go in the water, they're just drowning, but they are fine at the bottom.
That's not the life to live, though.
They're just chilling at the bottom of the ocean.
I think there's a whole city down there.
Yeah, big Goron city.
Yeah, that's canon now, guys.
We're making up our own canon. And then Sparrow from Grandma.
Alright, so we have all the pearls now.
Also, since JoySparx didn't pick Dinspo up, he's gonna have to play some basketball.
Oh, sad.
And brightwolfz will be able to just go through it without doing that. Well, when he goes around to do it. Gotta say, always time for a good round of basketball.
Hey, look, he has a 66% shot accuracy, so
That's something.
that poor Goron.
Yeah, that's actually a big question. Are the Zoras just freshwater people because they evolve into birds for some reason in Wind Waker? Oh man, the first chest in Friggin' Roost was a key. Who would have guessed? It's crazy. Never seen that happen. And with the bombs, you can just do that.
Now with the bow, they
in
can
reverse.
shoot down the platform if they're feeling fancy.
Yeah, that's actually a thing I've seen a few runners do this tournament. You can shoot down the platform and use it to go up. And if you have a key on you, you can actually open doors in reverse and not get that key taken from you. But
Just
you
makes
need,
everything a little bit easier.
yeah, but you need at least one key for it to work. So maybe JoySparx is just looking for that right now.
brightwolfz is
He's
going
going to Lenzo's. And he got a small key, so what is he gonna do now? Are we gonna see some vanilla dungeon, or are we gonna see some strange stuff?
I'm all about the strange stuff.
Me too. Oh, the fire and ice arrows.
Ooh, that is very nice.
That's a very nice item from Lenzo. Makes it so brightwolfz can actually get the creep location while still in Windfall. He won't be able to get the
Oh yeah,
transparent
he's already
chest,
here. You might as well light the lighthouse, yeah.
Also, interesting thing, if you actually have the Deluxe Picto Box when you take the picture here, you can actually use that picture to get the Minenko check too. And another key for JoySparx. That's
Poor Link gets so beat up in this game, just blowing up his own bombs.
Yep, gotta go fast, but sometimes being fast is dangerous.
No pain, no gain, as they say.
So what is gonna be the reward for gossiping tonight? And it's a treasure chart. Remember kids, gossiping is bad. So JoySparx opting to not blow up his own bomb here, which is kind of a good move since there's not a lot of room between you and the void in that place.
That would be good.
And seems like brightwolfz is actually going to light up the lighthouse.
Well, he's here, right?
Yeah, why not? So right now, JoySparx needs to find one more key in the next 3 chests, or he's gonna be kind of locked in Dragon Roost Cavern.
Ooh,
And he gets
the Deku Leaf.
which is very nice. Which makes it so even if he doesn't find this key, he won't be locked. He will be able to go get the big key chest with another route than usual. It's considered in logic.
And a lot of Tower of
At
Gods
this
is
time.
now explorable.
Yep. And what is gonna be from Creeb? Creeb at the hook shot.
A mirror shield from the bird's nest.
That's very good too. Since it looks like we're gonna have to go to Earth Temple at some point in this seed, so gonna be useful there. Also, if we combine it with the hookshot that brightwolfz has, it's gonna put Angular in logic at some point.
Can't say I like Earth Temple all that much, but from all the runs I've seen, usually there's a sword upgrade there.
Yeah, lately there's a lot of sort of upgrade there, but also if you enter Earth Temple in Go mode, it can be a pretty nice dungeon because there's a lot of tricks to skip a lot of things. So brightwolfz seems to be going for Dragon Rose Cavern 2 now. And he has the hookshot, so he can just hookshot his way to the mailbox, skip everything else.
JoySparx taking round 2, trying not to burn his butt this time, makes it through.
Falling in lava is never a good thing. I had a friend who fell in lava. Never saw him again. And I just feel like Volcano is not the right place for Azora, even if it's Agora.
Yeah, I'd have to say you're right about that one.
Just getting some fried fish right now.
Must smell good in there.
Lightly grilled fish fillets. And brightwolfz has a fire arrow, so he says no to the regular puzzle.
Unfortunately, missing that probably made the time a little bit slower.
Probably. And the last key for the dungeon was in the big key chest, so
Almost fitting.
yeah. Gotta say, the randomizer loves doing this, putting a small key into the big key chest in Dragon Roost. Which is why a lot of runners are hesitant to go to Dragon Roost without the leaf or the ice arrows.
I mean, the odds are pretty good for it, so...
Yep. There's 4 keys in that dungeon, so the odds for keys are always high. And JoySparx now rolling his way back to where he was and got the key locked. And brightwolfz is going for the ice arrow strat.
So he won't get key locks later on.
That's always a good thing.
It's a nice little advantage for brightwolfz.
Yep, those ice arrows are coming in handy. Yep, gotta say that was a very lucky shot for JoySparx that the leaf was actually in the dungeon, or else he would have had to leave and find a way to get farther into that dungeon. And we're now in a beautiful dark room.
And the bats somehow end up killing themselves.
And he's going back for the chest after opening the door.
I don't remember. Did we find the big key?
We didn't.
We did
No,
now.
we did. Yeah, I gotta love when the game makes you lie at the middle of a sentence.
Right?
Like one time we were commentating a match and we had put a pearl on the tracker for a player who didn't have it yet. And just as someone was pointing that out, he found it. So
Like, what are you talking about? He just got it. They had it the whole time.
we were right from the beginning. We saw the future. And Birds is now save warping. And he's gonna do the rest of the dash. I don't think we have found the capacitor map yet, so they might get lucky and don't have to go all
Here's
the way to
Wind Gods are. Yeah. So they had found the compass.
Oh, they have. I missed it.
I don't think they did. They get the map?
I don't think so yet.
I don't think they got it.
Also, the Wind Gods area would be a nice thing to have, but sadly, in our seat today, we won't be seeing Wind Temple, so not very useful.
That's too bad.
Gotta have some trash items sometime.
I definitely prefer Wind Temple over Earth Temple.
Yeah, they're both good temples, but I'm from the group of people who like heavy dungeons, so.
I mean, fair. This is one of my favorite Zelda games.
It's a very good Zelda game, and the randomizer makes it even better, if you ask me.
Oh yeah.
Just makes it the open world game it wanted to be at the time.
Which is all I ever wanted from a Zelda game. That's why I like Breath of the Wild personally.
Breath of the Wild can be pretty fun. Just wish the weapons didn't break as easily. Not a single good blacksmith in all of Hyrule.
Yeah.
Even the Master Swords need to recharge for some reason. So we have found both the compass and the map, so we will have to check another chest in the dungeon to make sure we don't have progression items.
They'll have to fight the boss.
They have to fight the boss, and they also have to go get one chest under a bridge.
Oh right, that one.
It's kind of easy to forget. It's also the reason why I will always open the pot in front of the boss room, so I can go do that chest and then just warp back to the boss.
Well, let's see what the quote-unquote mid-boss will give us.
Yeah. The Magnificent's chest that is replacing Medley right now.
We got Rich.
Well, moderately rich. We got a very good allowance, let's say. Actually, the 50 rupees can carry us through the game. Since there's not a lot of checks that require money in this.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think there's much you need rubies for.
You need between 45 and 65 depending on where you mail your letters.
Oh, right.
The Zenari trading site quest is part of the flags now, so at least there are 45 rupees you spend there. But other than that, there's not a lot of rupees to spend.
When's the Wind Waker shop sanity?
Oh man, I'm wishing. Made a seed with someone today. Oh, Skullhammer. And for some reason, I had to go see Beetle, and he was selling a red rupee for 20 rupees, which I thought was pretty funny.
That is pretty good.
I mean, he understands commerce. He doesn't want to lose money on this. And the Skullhammer in the last chest, so it's very essential to go check it. And now JoySparx is warping back to go fight Gombe.
Meanwhile, brightwolfz is making his way up.
Yep, you won't have to do as many warps as JoySparx. And he's getting that first skeleton.
Let's see what armored Goomba will give us today.
Oh, since we're in race mode, Goma is confirmed to give us a piece of the Triforce.
Oh, okay.
That's the beauty of race mode. We only see 4 dungeons, and each boss of those dungeons will hold 1 piece of the Triforce.
Oh, okay. So we actually get to see bosses now. I like that.
It's pretty good at new thing. Also, if a runner somehow has every item he needs for the Go mode without 1 shard, he can just do a bunch of crazy tricks to get to the boss and skip the rest of the dungeon. That can happen. Usually in the last dungeons, a lot of runners do this. That's where you see the storage coming back.
I like it a lot.
It's a very nice addition.
And maybe if we're lucky, we'll find the whirlwind blade on the way to Valhalla.
Ooh. There's a lot of things that are nice to find before going to Valhalla. If we get to see a Go mode Earth Temple, it's gonna be great. It's one of those dungeons that is very good for Go mode.
Alright, I'm pretty excited about it now then.
But since I didn't see either of our runners going for storage stress at the start, I'm kinda doubting about the storage. But we will see. We will see.
brightwolfz burning his tuchus. Once again, oh! The platform showed up to
He got
save
saved by the platform, and he's going for the ice arrow now. He's over with that puzzle. He got saved by the platform, and now he's just piecing. And JoySparx is getting his first bar.
Let's see where he goes after this.
Yep.
Probably back to Windfall.
There's a
But
good
who knows?
possibility for this. I mean, he has a lot of checks there. 3 checks on there for a world is always a nice place to go, usually.
And he'll pick up the ice fire arrows there and grapple. But we're going to Forest Haven instead. He does have everything but the boomerang.
Yeah, you can do a good lot of that dungeon without boomerang. You can even kill the boss without the boomerang, if you're crazy enough. Yes, if you use the bombs and time them perfectly and throw them at the boss from the bottom, you can actually hurt him inside the bulb.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Actually, if he's even crazier, he could use those bombs to clip out of bounds and go to the basement without the boomerang.
Huh.
But since he doesn't have the hookshot, he couldn't get every item there. Since you can skip the boomerang if you have the hookshot for the big key chest in Forbidden Woods. brightwolfz is having a lot of trouble with his chest.
And unfortunately, only getting money.
So in the end, JoySparx was going for Bomb Island. He didn't have enough of the first round of basketball. He's up for some more.
Well, let's see what the trophy is at the end of this one.
Kinda hoping for something good because it's one of those very long checks that have the potential to not be good. Doing that like a champ.
not even adjusting his camera. Oh, we
I
spoke
talked
a little
too
too
soon.
soon.
You look very good doing it on the way in.
Lots of burnt butts today.
Yep. Also, chat pointing something that is very true. JoySparx didn't pick up Grandma's mail yet, so he doesn't know that the beautiful Tower of the Gods is kind of open.
I'm sure he'll get it next time he goes to Windfall.
Probably yes.
Brightwolfz has his hammer now.
Very good hammer.
Both on the title screen at the same time, doing completely different things.
It's beautiful. It's the beauty of sinking.
Gotta love those accidental seats.
Yeah, sadly, Bomb Island, aka Frog Island, didn't have anything today.
Oh, I missed it. What did he get?
Honestly, I missed it too, but I'm believing the chat on this. Oh, sorry, tracker. I wasn't even aware we had a tracker. Sorry, Hero of Winds. I will leave the tracker alone. And brightwolfz is now going to defeat Golem. Meanwhile, JoySparx is doing more overworld locations. And no, neither of them did Cliff Plateau early. It's kind of like looking at the last tournament. Blast from the past. He doesn't really have to use storage since he has the leaf right now, but... Even if we didn't see storage today, it's always nice to...
Well, thank goodness we can hold more weakness.
Yeah, also that unlocks a piece of mail.
Now that's worth it.
The mail is always good. And a lot of those races, the mail service is kind of saving the day. Let's be honest.
And we got a Master Sword.
Yep, the first Master Sword in this scene. Fun fact: this Master Sword upgrade is actually the only damage upgrade that the Master Sword gets into the game. The other two don't actually do more damage. They are just keys for the barrier at the end.
Oh. I thought they slightly increased it. But still, having Master Sword in early game is really nice.
Yes. Sorry, my French kind of came back on for a second there.
Good.
I was just reacting.
Hero wins. I'm always rooting that whatever they don't go for has the most important things.
Yeah.
Master Sword was on Cliff Plateau.
Yep, at the top of Cliff Plateau. Also, one reason they maybe skip the bird speak is because right now, even if we do have a way to glitch our way in, It might still not be in logic since we don't have the bait bag, which is kind of the most useless item in the game since there's like two ways at least to skip it. But
Fortunately, we don't
still,
have any of our bags, so we can't deliver letters yet either.
yep, that's always sad.
It's like JoySparx is gonna pick up his arrow upgrade.
Maggie's letter was in thought, so brightwolfz has it too. And nice arrows.
It was Elvis. Elvis had
JoySparx.
it.
Yeah, Elvis, aka Tot.
All right, we're going to Fire Isle. Or no, what is it called?
Fire Mountain.
Mountain. I said Isle. I was close.
Yep, pretty close. We also have Ice Ring that is currently in logic, so maybe he's gonna go there at some point. And Needle Rock is also a location that they could go with the fire and ice arrows. And JoySparx is taking his picture. He's gonna go gossip. Be a bit sad about the reward for it, but still.
Well, it'll help him learn.
Gossiping is
bad.
gossiping is
Gossip-
bad.
Not good.
Gossiping is bad unless it's good.
But hey, maybe we'll see him just casually dig up a treasure from the bottom of the ocean.
Honestly, I have yet to see a player do this, but the first one that will do this will be my hero. It's kind of my plan. First race I will ever do, I will go get the chest on under Grandma's house just to make everyone look at me weird.
Hero of Winds says he has a demon seed.
Oh, Demon Seed. Maybe. I mean, he's talking about vanilla light arrows, but I've seen worse than this. In one seed I've seen there was actually fire and ice arrows into the maze chest, and then they had to go back up and get the light arrows. That's evil. That's pure evil.
That's pretty funny.
And JoySparx now has Din's Pearl, so Tower of the Gods is open.
And he's heading
Going.
straight there.
Oh ho! He must be kind of mad that he waited that long to check the mail.
Everyone's a little busy, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to route everything like this on the go.
I mean, my mailbox is piled up right now, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
And he was too low, so now he has to wait for the water.
Mm-mm. Yep, at least it's a Zora, so it's kind of a settlement. That poor Chew just trying to do his job.
Just wants a very electrical hug.
Mm-hmm.
They're the same color. Maybe it thinks it's his brother.
I mean, it could be his brother. Maybe that's the skin. He's trying for the Chew skin. And brightwolfz seems to be going for, my god, Diamond Step Island right now. Which is one of my favorite islands of the game because every single runner I've seen has a different strategy to do it. It's kind of the freeform parkour island of the game.
JoySparx is doing my personal favorite glitch in the game.
Gonna just flip through that wall.
Hopefully he has enough magic to handle it. There we go.
He's close to that void. He avoided it. He avoided the void.
Barely. But he did.
Yep, barely enough magic. Ouch. That was too close for comfort. And brightwolfz actually opting to kill the floor master. Which is kind of long when you only have the first sword. But honestly, they are scary enough for me to think it's not a bad idea, at least.
Getting grabbed by one is pretty bad.
It's one
Treasure
way to
chart.
end your day. Treasure chart, yeah. More and more useless paper.
Speaking of paper, the floor masters look like the hand from Majora's Mask.
Good point. Maybe they're not there to grab you. They're just hoping you have some toilet paper.
Yeah, they just want your treasure charts.
Give it to them, and they will be your best friend. And a purple rupee for JoySparx.
Oh yeah, JoySparx never picked up the hook shot.
I
That means he
think
never
so.
lit the lighthouse.
That's the thing. A note to mom for brightwolfz. So we didn't find an item of importance in Diamond Step, but we found a note to mom, which could be an item of importance. So don't know yet if Diamond Step was worth it or not.
Hopefully, for brightwolf's sake, it is a good item.
Yep. Honestly, we're kind of waiting on the delivery bag to see if everything that is related to it is nice or not. So gotta say, Baito has really weird places to hide notes for his mom.
Yeah, right.
Just hiding them in some weird dungeon full of floor masters. Hoping mom will find it.
Someday.
And the compass for JoySparx. Yep, that is true. Right now, Joy doesn't have the common ability. So even if he knows the skips for the statues, it's not technically logic, even. So we're gonna see if he even knows those skips. I can't hope for him. Or else it's gonna be one weird dip into Tower of the Gods.
Which is unfortunate.
Especially if it decides to try and do floor one skip, and then has to go back here and do another floor one skip just to get back where he was.
Alright, double treasure chest. Let's see what we got going on here. JoySparx finds a key.
A small key.
Useful. brightwolfz finds
Iron boots.
the iron boots. Even more useful.
Actually, since one temple is not in the sea, there's not much use for those.
Well, never mind then.
They are nice boots, though.
I'm sure you can sell them for a bunch of rubies. So what you're saying, Hero, is that both of the chests were needed.
Technically, yes, but at the same time, that key could be useful to someone that doesn't know first floor skip. Since we knew he could do it, he could have skipped it. And Brightwolf is now going for Cliff Plateau. He's gonna go get his first Master Sword upgrade. We're gonna be very happy about this.
Where do you think he'll go after this?
That's a good question, actually.
Tower of the Gods is available for him.
He doesn't have common melody, so only the first floor is actually logic. And a few other chests, but maybe he will go there too.
Or he could try dipping into Forest Haven and hope he finds... Oh, I guess he doesn't need the boomerang, right? So...
Well, currently he has the Skull Hammer, the bombs, and he's gonna have Master Sword, so he could also go for Forsaken Fortress. Oh no, it's not in logic. Forget I said this. I'm so used.
It's already been wiped from my memory.
It's always in logic usually because it's like the smallest dungeon. Everyone hopes it's in logic at least. Oh, JoySparx just did a nice Jax clip there. Picking up the statue through the floor.
Also one of my favorite glitches. Most of my favorite glitches are in the Tower of the Gods.
There's a lot of glitches in Tower of the Gods.
Ooh,
And he fell. He's meeting up with the Void.
brightwolfz has the Master Sword now.
They both have the first Master Sword upgrade. So is brightwolfz maybe gonna go to Bird's Beak? Looks like he is. Gonna see another nice skip here. Gonna use that nice grappling hook to just grapple through the wall into the island.
And for blowing up two precious statues, JoySparx finds the command melody. It was there the whole time.
Yeah. Common melody in Tower of the God. Kind of trolly, but I like it. So even if he somehow doesn't know the skips for the other two statues, he won't be locked out of the dungeon. Retro setting up. And he phased too far.
Good attempt, though.
He tried to disrespect the walls a bit too much. And the walls strike back. Twice now. Wow.
Well, third time's the charm.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see what the original command melody spot gives us.
Always love when that stone has something that shouldn't be in a stone.
A key. A key was sitting.
Okay. Kind of makes sense. Like it could fit in there, but
I like to imagine the key was just sitting on top and he just waved his baton and he's like, oh, look, the key.
just noticed it after because for some reason the rock is actually taller than Link.
Ooh, brightwolfz is taking a dip. He's having a rough time here.
Yeah, he's swimming for the fishes right now.
Chat is a little upset at brightwolfz right now.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's our tracker being mad at him. So. And that's the thing. We're looking at the match. Even if things go wrong, we can't be really angry. We're still enjoying Wind Waker.
It's okay, brightwolfz. I believe in you.
Yeah, he's gonna get it at some point. I feel like the shifting of his camera might be the thing that's messing up with him a little bit. Hello? Also, yes, we are seeing a Cosmo up on the side of JoySparx is going for that old school strat, and he just got it.
Some nice side hops.
There's a few more reliable setups for this now, but it's kind of nice to see the old school one once in a while.
Alright, brightwolfz has finally made it into the hole.
Yeah, he got it. brightwolfz is now looking on the bright side.
JoySparx is starting his first fight with an iron knuckle.
Thought the name was Dark Knight, but alright.
You're probably right. You're probably thinking of a different one.
Yeah, Iron Knuckle is kind of an enemy Ocarina of Time, I think.
I think that's
But
right.
they're very similar, both very armored dude. So I'm gonna give it to you. It's nice.
I give it to you.
Heavily armored enemies.
Unfortunately, all the time wasted was time wasted. And power bracelets right after the fight.
That's actually nice, because we will need those to get into our temple and also fight Jahala. I mean, we can't be too angry about Bird's Peak not being useful, since we don't have the bait bag right now, so it's technically not in logic.
That is a good point.
Yep, it's the beauty of the bait bag. It kind of just tells you that you can go do a trick and be sure that it's kind of in logic. And the second statue is now joining his brother, the first statue.
A touching family reunion.
But now they're wondering, where is their third brother, their statue? Always up to some antics.
Unfortunately, brightwolfz is going to be unhappy about his treasure here.
That's something he doesn't know yet. So it's just to quote a great painter, it's kind of it's not a mistake. It's just an happy little accident. Not time wasted, just some time spent.
He smashes through the platform, the first platform, just as well as JoySparx did, to see his way back.
And he nails it.
Oh man, good job, brightwolfz.
I don't know the name for this in English, but he's a good funambule.
You know, I don't have the name for that in English either.
It's alright. He's just a good equilibrist, I guess. In perfect control of his camera angle.
He'd be good on the tightrope.
That's exactly the what I was looking for. Thank you.
Arrow.
And a bigger quiver for the arrows. Nice. It's not required, but it's one of those very nice items that you can get, which aren't required, but are just so good to have. That and double magic.
Always love the Jahala hurricane spin runs.
Oh yeah, that's also a nice one to get.
So now we have the map,
Map
and I think we picked up the compass already.
Yep, I think it was in the first floor actually.
So we still don't have the boss key.
We don't. Also, we have both of the small keys, so we know pretty much every other chest that is in this dungeon would be required. Oh, he has the boss key apparently. I kind of missed that.
Then it still stands that every other chest is required. Well, maybe not required, but he's gonna check them.
It's not maybe they won't be required, but you kind of have to check at this point. And brightwolfz is now sailing. Also, good point, Hero of Winds, our tracker. Yeah, there's only one chest left in this this place, and it's kind of an event, so you have to do it anyway. It's past midnight for me, so bear with me. And meanwhile, brightwolfz is now in Anger Island, just messing up with gravity. Just look at this. That doesn't make any sense.
That makes perfect sense. What are you talking about?
I don't understand.
I don't know what you're saying. I see this and I'm like, yep, that's gravity.
That's how the gravity goes. Oh, physics, man. How do they work? So what is gonna be in that chest?
Yes, brightwolfz says, "Let there be light," and his reward is.
Don't know why he took the time to go down for this, but alright. And it's an art container.
Let there be light in his heart.
He had enough. Well, he had some fun at his art content, so at least there's that.
Yeah, it's really disappointing for Bright, who is going to all these out-of-the-way areas and getting nothing for them.
Yeah, that is pretty sad. It's not his day. That's the thing with the randomizer. You never know what the things are gonna be, and you kind of just have to be lucky to find all of them.
Yeah, really, when you go to those out-of-the-way areas, you're just hoping for that one item that's like crazy.
And brightwolfz is actually doing this setup.
Oh no, brightwolfz is not having a good day.
And the light arrows are in the big key chest.
Oh my!
That's a good tower to gas now.
Yeah.
The sea just kind of saying that, hey, doing dungeons is good today.
I'm with you, Hero, but I'm gonna stay unbiased and say brightwolfz still has a chance here.
I'm gonna be on the side of the seat and just say that even if found this, we're gonna get some more Wind Waker to watch, so I'm happy.
Hey. Dragon Roost had some stuff too.
Yeah,
guys.
Dragon Roost was pretty good too.
It had the leaf. We need the leaf. I mean,
don't be mean to our boy Dragon Roost. With all those things being found in Tower of the Gods in Canada,
which is really important for this run.
Yeah, you're gonna need it in Earth Temple.
But you know, now that I think about it, typical bird stealing the shiny stuff.
Also, with all those things being found left and right, I'm kind of doubting that today Forbidden Woods is going to be Value Woods. There's not a lot left to find.
Well, let's see. We still need 2 sword upgrades. Yeah.
Windfall, Paw Print, and Tower of the Gods on top of DRC seem to be stacked today.
Seed is definitely dungeon rated. I I think the only important item outside of the dungeons was the Master Sword upgrade.
Yeah, Glyph Plateau. Which in some players' logic is not out of the way since they do it early now. But can do some crazy storage shenanigans to get up there without having the leaf. And by crazy storage shenanigans, I mean kind of basic storage shenanigans.
It's crazy for me who hasn't seen it. And still hasn't seen it.
Oh, I will welcome you to commentate another run with me, with maybe more players at Will Do It, because it's quite the sight.
Sounds good, as long as I have the time. And with that boss down, we now have another Triforce Shard, 2 more to go.
He didn't forget to pick it up. Sometimes I see people do this.
That's really sad.
Oh, and Mudlin's letter for brightwolfz. If we get that delivery bag, there's gonna be a lot of checks to do.
Hopefully there's something good out of them, because these letters are just collecting dust right now.
Yeah, kind of hoping for the mail to save the day. So right now we're watching one of the 2 last races for the group stage of this tournament. There's another one planned for tomorrow at 8 p.m. Which also has JoySparx playing, but it will be against Trog. So if you guys can watch this one, there's probably going to be a lot of very surprising strats, because Trog is playing, and Trog knows everything about this game. So if this round wasn't enough for you, you have another one tomorrow. And JoySparx waiting for his ride. That's kind of the beautiful thing, since nothing in Forest Haven is in logic. You can just take a ride on that Cyclone and just skip it. And JoySparx didn't go high enough.
Oh well, at least they both did it.
And JoySparx is now trying to drink soup without drinking soup.
Always an interesting thing to see.
Yep, it's a very nice glitch.
I need to figure out how to do that in my real life.
Oh yeah, man. Could always use more soup in those dire moments. And by dire moments, I mean getting paid every 2 weeks and forgetting to save up in the first one. Oh, fried ice cube for the dinner.
So water. Oh, JoySparx fails again, so he'll have to
just
wait
let me drink.
for his ride again.
Just let me drink, Quinn. And seems like JoySparx is now going for the safe strat, but he won't have enough magic to do it either. And we're back to square one. Meanwhile, brightwolfz is gonna probably do one of those strats I really like. To skip most of that Vine Labyrinth, you can actually do a small damage boost by just getting hit by the vines and then rolling between the tree and the vines to get to the other chest. And he gets the Deluxe Spectre box for it.
Not the best find, but
That's one check on one fall, so if he finds a delivery bag, there's gonna be a lot of checks on one fall all of a sudden,
I hope he does.
for his sake. And just a treasure chart in the model pit. Who needs a mosh pit when you have a mort pit? And the forbidding wood smoke.
Yes.
And I do mean singular, there's only one in this dungeon.
The smoky.
Yeah.
JoySparx joins brightwolfz in the dungeon finally.
Yeah. Also, we set JoySparx having to back up a little to shoot the eye from the door. If he didn't want to back off, he could always use a fire arrow. Those will kill the little eyes even if they are closed.
Useful information.
Yeah, very useful information. It's just stuff from the game. We're not even glitching right now. It also does no damage if you use fire or ice arrows on the hands and Golden. They will kill the hands in one hit instead of two.
I wonder if they do anything to the boss in this temple dungeon thing.
Good question. I know that the light arrows actually will heal Goma if you shoot Goma with them.
Really? I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep. And I've heard a runner called Shrug wondering if he could maybe shoot so many light arrows at Goma and make it his L go like too high and kill it that way.
Overdo the health. Oh man.
So yeah,
I love the random things in this game, like bringing the sacred water to the boss, and killing it in one hit.
Yeah, or assembling all 5 Tingle statues to summon the unstoppable Tinglodia and win the game.
Of course.
That's totally a thing.
Save Hyrule.
Trust me, guys. It's in the guide. The guide. It's totally written there. I didn't add it with a Sharpie. Okay, maybe I did. But I wish it was a thing. And big key. Meanwhile, JoySparx is getting blue-peed. Always sad, no matter what Zelda game it is.
Yeah.
Actually,
at least there's not nearly many bluebees in this one.
Oh yeah, there's not a lot. But we have something very bad too. There's actually green rupee in a chest somewhere in the game.
Oh, this one too?
Yeah. And on the other end, the spectrum, you can also get the Tingle rupee, which is a 500 rupee.
I mean,
Not
not important for a speedrun, but that is pretty nice.
Yep, it's a very nice rupee. It's rainbow. It's kind of nice.
There's been a feather.
Yeah, there's been a feather, but I don't think there's been any other spoils in this run. It's a very nice run, honestly. Even the trash is pretty good.
Yeah. Except for these treasure charts.
Yeah, there's a lot of treasure charts. That might be why.
I think that's either third or fourth treasure chart.
Oh man, I think we're way higher than this. So is this time is brightwolfz gonna think about opening his leaf when he jumps?
Oh, I missed that. Dang.
Yeah, that was something. And he does! I'm proud of you, brightwolfz. And an empty bottle.
Unfortunately, we don't need any more bottles. but
Well, it can be useful with the soup glitch. You can actually fill that other bottle with an elf soup to skip having to do the soup glitch as often. And JoySparx
that
is getting
requires
his
going to
multiples.
grandma.
Oh no, you just do the soup glitch and switch to an empty bottle, and it will fill it with an elf soup.
Oh, well, then that's not that bad.
That's pretty nice.
But I'm pretty sure he'd prefer a Master Sword upgrade.
Oh yeah, definitely. But you dude, bottles.
Oh, I meant 4 normal treasure charts, but yeah, if we're counting Triforce charts too, then yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of shards today. So right now, both the runners are in, or, well, were in Forbidden Woods. The boomerang wasn't there, so they're gonna need to dip out and look around to find it to go to the basement.
Oh yeah. Bright's opting to not try to glitch and has went back to Windfall.
Yeah, there's a few things you can get here. Well, one.
Yeah, let's pick the boss, I think, yeah.
That's it. What are we gonna get for this?
Delivery bag. And
Just
no,
200
that's
rupees.
sad. I'm thinking he's gonna head to the Tower of the Gods now.
That would be a good plan for him, since he hasn't done this yet. And he's going there. You are right, Quinn. Can you see the future?
Maybe. I did call that boss key earlier.
Oh yes. You have some mystical powers that are beyond my reach. So he's gonna need to shoot those little crystals a bit faster if he wants to get out. Kinda tricky, but totally possible. You could also just save warp if you didn't forget.
There we go.
Interesting.
So Hero says that JoySparx also doesn't know the skip. So he'll probably have to leave the dungeon 2 and head towards Earth Temple.
There's a good
After-
chance, yes.
After he goes to Windfall. He still doesn't have the grapple hook. Or not the grapple hook, the fudge.
Hook shot.
Thank you, hook shot.
Problem, man. Yeah, there's a few things he can do on Windfall, so when he's out of that dungeon, I think that's where he's gonna go. Right now, he's kind of struggling with those nice P-ats. Some of the most annoying enemies of the game.
Yeah, but at least we get the mini boss music going.
Yep,
all the time.
infinite
Best
mini
song
boss
in the game.
music. And a Triforce shard. Shard, not shard. My bad. I cannot pronounce English. I'm just used to letters having different sounds. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
guys. Oh, and brightwolfz actually doing that room. I haven't seen this one in a while. Meanwhile, JoySparx is going further into the dungeon. He's now in the double mozzarella room. There's a chest here. And since he does have the big key, maybe we're gonna see something crazy and he's gonna go for the boss without the boomerang.
I'll appreciate it.
Yeah, that's something you need to see. I'm kinda hoping for it, but I'm not sure. Oh, he's going for the right place. Yeah, it's surprisingly easy to do that boss with bombs when you get the timing down.
Nope, looks like he's just popping the portal and getting out.
Kinda sad about this, but can't say that it's a bad choice if you don't know the timing for the boss with the bombs.
He has to go back anyways.
Mm-mm. The only thing is that that dungeon is kind of hard to get back into. So. But since both player will have to get back into it, it's not a time loss at all. Meanwhile, brightwolfz remembering he has. Very nice arrows.
Alright, so probably Windfall from here. And then hopefully Earth Temple after that, and not going around the other islands. If he does go around the other island,
We know there's nothing
that'll
on those
help
islands.
brightwolfz catch up.
Yeah, that would be a bad thing for him. Brightwolf will be happy about it though. So. Who knows? It's the magic of Randomizer. They don't know what's waiting for them into those locations. There's no real mistakes, just like gambles that didn't pay off, really. And JoySparx is now gonna go take a picture of Minenko. A color picture of Minenko, to be precise. And he's gonna get some pocket money.
She must be a model. She's loaded.
Oh man, it might be onto something. She does say she has beautiful skin. Don't know if that's just our hype or everyone else hype. And JoySparx is leaving.
Oh, please stay.
Get one more shot. There's nothing behind it. Dragon Roof. So he's gonna go to Fire Mountain now. He's going for those checks.
We know there's nothing there. We haven't seen Ice Ring yet.
That's true. That's what I didn't see.
Oh, maybe looks like he's remembered.
Oh. He's going back. Remembers the creep. Oh, Creeps it must feel so good about himself right now. Oh, he came back for me.
I was watching you leave. I got so sad.
It was so sad. Also, I was kind of scared since you kind of came in and out with big cyclone.
Flew in on a tornado, dude.
I don't know how you did this, but gotta say I'm impressed.
I love the neat the Captain Morgan animation that Link has sometimes.
He also kind of fits with what we're going for right now. Fun fact, if you use that song on the Ferris wheel, you will most likely fall down. So it's always better to do it before trying to get in.
Alright, now he'll get the hook shot. Then he's gonna head to the Earth Temple. Wait a minute.
Earth Temple doesn't require this, so yeah. Maybe he's gonna go for like step or angular.
He's gonna go back to Fire Mountain.
Maybe too. Yes. Get a feeling we're gonna see a few overworld locations, since he's not gonna believe that our progression is most likely in our temple.
Yeah. At least with the hook shot, he can get up Ganon a lot easier.
Yeah, it's required for this. I don't want them to do Immortal Fairy Revolver. That would be something.
Although it would be interesting to watch.
I've seen one one guy do a fairy over in a race before.
Is it Trog?
No, it was Lollicry because he somehow soft locked himself and made the big key for Wind Temple disappear. So he was trying to improvise to finish his race.
Interesting.
And in the interview after, he was telling us that he had no idea if that would work.
It's really interesting.
So he just kept trying until, until the other runner finished the race.
Huh.
And even during the interview, he was still trying for that trick, just to know if it works.
Oh yeah, he did do floor 1, huh?
Yeah, he did for
That's too
one
bad.
completely.
That's my favorite skip too.
It's very nice. Just going out of bounds in general is always a nice time. So yeah, right now the one thing I can see being in Earth Temple, which will kind of unlock everything, would be the delivery bag. I think this unlocks the pieces of mail. This will unlock Cabana. This will unlock the Zenari trading side quest. There's a lot of checks that the delivery bag could help us with.
Yeah, let's not forget we're still missing the Earth God's lyrics.
It could be into the dungeon too, since
Yeah.
we've pretty much seen every overworld locations now.
For Ice Ring. Hey, Ice Ring, do us a
Yep,
favor.
there's a chance for Ice Ring, yeah. That would be a big troll. Kind of want it to happen now.
Oh wait, what about the Cabana?
They need the delivery bag to get into Cabana.
Oh, right. So Ice Ring, delivery bag, straight to Cabana.
Yeah, kind of hoping for this. Oh man, Hero of Winds. Considering what we've seen, I don't see Cabana skip. Cabana needs skip happening. I've got my doubts.
I love these scenarios we make.
Oh yeah,
Make things like way worse for them.
yeah, we're kind of hoping for the worst. I think we're just low-key hoping for brightwolfz is getting angry at Kevin Melody being in that dungeon. We're monsters. We're not monsters. We're just hoping for more Wind Waker.
More content, please.
Yeah, gay. I don't want to sleep tonight. Give me more run.
Yeah.
Sleep isn't in logic.
The only way we're gonna have a tight run at this point is if JoySparx goes through all the other items, which hopefully we do
There's
get
a
that.
chance for this. I hope not for him. I might come say hello for 5 minutes to Hero of Winds, but I need my sleep. Note to mom for JoySparx.
So now we have now both runners have all the letters, but no bag to hold them in.
Yep. I don't understand how Link doesn't use his buckets for this, but okay. Hammer can fit, but not some letters.
You have to be to deliver a letter. You have to be very professional about it.
Yeah, I mean, considering how UPS handles my packages, I can't see that. They don't just leave them at the door if I take 3 seconds to answer. They don't throw it at my face if I dare say hello. And JoySparx is now going for Needle Rock. One of those very easy to recognize places in the game.
Yes, Bright did swing his sword after finding the command melody.
Yep. Bright was angry at the game for being too close to vanilla. Vanilla isn't his flavor.
Just a couple rooms away.
Yeah, actually, just the room next to the Common Melodies rock. So. And now JoySparx is going into another rock. Yes, sadly, right now, JoySparx is kind of checking all those magnificent islands we already saw brightwolfz do. So this might get back to close.
Well, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting to see Ice Ring really at this point.
I'm hoping for Ice Ring next, honestly. An ice island, honestly, since it's the one island in the game with ice physics. And we all know that ice physics in a game is the best thing. It's
Everyone loves their ice levels.
a slippery slope.
JoySparx being this true sniper that he really is, getting his treasure. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be very happy about it.
Yeah, just the iron boots. In another scene, maybe that would be awesome. In this one, not really. Yeah, kinda surprised too that brightwolfz went all the way to Angular but didn't do Ice Ring earlier.
And considering he did Fire Mountain like immediately.
And also, currently he had the hookshot at this point, and hookshot makes Ice Ring kinda easy.
Yeah, I guess it must have just slipped his mind.
Probably, yeah. Kinda hoping he didn't mark it in this tracker. That would be sad. Yes, you can also just roll through the wind in Ice Ring, but if you're not confident with that skip, having the hookshot can be very nice too. Just hookshot straight to the chest.
Okay, so going to the wind temple.
Link to Wind Temple. Does he know? Or are we wrong somehow?
I don't know. That one's on you.
Honestly, I have no idea. Just gonna.
It's on the
look at-
trackers. It says Earth Temple, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna believe the tracker on this one, but still, we might be getting another case of a very big plague I've seen in this tournament. People not checking their maps, but
Well.
maybe the tracker is wrong right now because this part wasn't set up by me or the actual tracker. So next time we see either brightwolfz or JoySparx part, we will just look at it and hope Wind Temple is the one that is in logic.
Yeah, Here the Wind says Wind Temple was on the map. Thinks.
Yeah,
We're not 100% certain on that still, but hey.
I was kind of doubting that the Earth Temple for a while now, but I've not looked at the map enough. And a treasure chart. Also, one thing that would be good to know if it's a good dungeon, if we find one progression item in it, we know it's the good one. So we're kind of waiting for either brightwolfz to finish Tower of the Gods or JoySparx to find one progression item. Then we will be sure that it's the good dungeon. I also don't want to think he's the one being dumb. Maybe we set the tracker wrong. I honestly pray we set the tracker wrong at the beginning. Yeah, honestly, even if it's not logic, just going to get Malgara music is always good in my book. It's not competitive good, but it's good.
The light arrows does make this dungeon infinitely easier.
yeah, every single wizrobe that is in your way is now not in your way.
Thank God. And the boss also just, or the mini boss also just gets shreked by it.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Light arrows are just very nice.
And it would make sense. We have iron boots, wind gods,
Oh yeah, it totally makes more sense than your temple,
hook shot.
honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the next warp or progression item just for confirmation at this point. I'm on board with the Wind Temple theory right now. And Joy is doing that part of the dungeon. A lot of runners actually skip now. There's plenty of ways to skip having to do that part, but maybe he doesn't know them, so can't really call it a time loss until we've seen we've seen brightwolfz do that dungeon too.
That's a good point.
Basically, there's two clips you can do. You can do a roll clip on top of a door to get out of bounds and then go under the fan at the bottom of the dungeon to get like below that fan. Or you can also do you can also use the hook shot to kind of clip through the wall by aiming for a precise spot.
Brightwolf is doing the third statue the vanilla way.
It's not that much longer if you don't know how to do it, how to skip it. All right. And even if you did a part that is not the most required, you did it pretty fast, so all good.
Give it to us straight. How's my audio? Is it Wind Temple?
Yes,
There's
Wind
the
Temple.
delivery bag. We found
We have
it.
a confirmation. Is this pretty much confirmation?
I mean, to be fair, we're not 100% sure if the letters are important or not.
I have a good feeling in letters.
Alright. How's my audio confirms that Earth Temple isn't highlighted, so Wind
Yep.
Temple it is.
We're gonna believe in the Wind Temple, and if it's not it, somehow, well, I'll be sad. Because we pretty much have everything. There's a good chance for a sword behind the letters.
A really good chance.
And another bottle for JoySparx.
The way I see it, poor Makar.
Yeah, my car is just getting abused right now.
The way I see it, we're gonna get one sword upgrade in here, and one of the letters is gonna give a sword upgrade.
Either that or Forbidden Woods basement. That would be trolly. Kinda hoping for the basement, honestly.
Oh yeah, they still need to go back to Forbidden Woods. I already forgot about that. It was like immediately slipped my mind.
I have even worse for you as a theory. When you complete Forbidden Woods, you get a letter from Arca. I'm gonna bet on a sword on that letter.
Yeah.
Because that's the most evil thing you can think of right now.
Maybe Boomerang will be behind one of the letters they have to deliver to.
And brightwolfz just got his light arrows. brightwolfz, you have to kill the statues. You have the power. He did it without arrows. Good on him.
still could have been faster for items.
Oh yeah, definitely. But at this point, I was just impressed by how well he got them. Honestly.
It's all about the light arrow cheese,
Oh,
though.
light arrows is always nice.
Alright, so big key in the big key chest. Who would have guessed?
Oh damn. Vanilla Big Key. Oh yeah, we're gonna see him backflip into sun cyclones.
And just like Joy, brightwolfz is using normal arrows for the hands. He doesn't have much magic, so it makes sense.
I mean, he has infinite magic, technically.
Oh, that's true. He doesn't have soup.
He has a super soup. And another master sword for JoySparx.
That's one. That's one for me right there.
Kind of hoping for either the male or Orca right now.
Orca.
Come on, Orca. Yeah, help us troll those deer runners. So no, Gale Island is actually one temple. Hence the name Gale. Yep, one temple was confirmed at the delivery bag, but now it's even more confirmed.
That's true. Now we're 100% positive, even though we did get confirmation
From How's My Audio. Very good confirmation from him too. Yes. It's all right. I'm not good at talking. You're not good at typing. It's all good. How's my audio?
Together, you function as one normal person.
Yep, pretty much. Even then, I'd say he does 75% of the job. And brightwolfz has just defeated Golden.
Now we're 42 minutes in, and all these runners specifically need for go mode is one more sword upgrade in the boomerang, since they don't know how to do glitch.
I mean, if we find the sword upgrade without having to go to the basement off of them woods, they might not need the boomerang.
If they know how to fight the boss with that boomerang, then they would only need the sword upgrade.
Yeah. But fighting a boss for most players without the boomerang can be very rough. So we get the feeling we're gonna see the boomerang at some point. Also, even myself, which I pretty much snipe up at Ganon, but I still enjoy having the boomerang to deal with the keys.
It's true.
Oh. And actually, it's kind of officially required since they will need it to fight the boss. Yes.
They don't need it,
but they will need it for Calidemus. Since they kind of showed us that they don't know how to do it with buttons. And brightwolfz is gonna go for one temple. Kinda confirming again that is the right place.
I'm pretty sure we're 400% certain that it's the place now.
Yep, pretty much. Also, I see a lot of people talking about Trog in chat, and if you want to see a race which includes Trog tomorrow at 8 PM on a channel that we don't know yet, there will be a match between Trog and JoySparx. We're gonna be a very good match. So if you guys are in need of some more Wind Waker, that's gonna be your fix.
I do enjoy watching Trog play his videos on that Randomizer.
Oh yeah, he knows so much that it makes everyone special. Also, it will double as another nice thing. This match will be the match tomorrow will be the last match of the group phase for the tournament. Probably gonna have a bit of a dead time before the start of the brackets after this, so it might be the last match for probably the end of the week. But then we're gonna get back with the actual brackets, which are gonna feature a lot of very, very good players, including Gobbity Bobbity that I see in chat right now. Extremely good player. The brackets will also include players like Gymnast, Linkus, Zombie God, Woofer ZFG, the winner of the last tournament, and even more very good players. It's gonna get real, guys. There's gonna be skips left and right. I've got the challenge out.
Almost got grabbed by. Oh, and he got grabbed by a Floodbuster. I spoke too soon.
Yep. The almost was actually he got. So I'm looking at the challenge right now to see what other players are going to be in the brackets. We also have Leaf, Epic Yoshi 64. We have Samurai Man, Dean, X 4200, Reichelt, Lollicry, and Chevy.
Yeah, it's not all about the skips here or the wins. I mean, they do help, but it's also about reading the randomizer, which, to be fair, hasn't been the best tonight either. But
to be fair, right now the skip Hero Wins is talking about is for a place in the dungeon that doesn't have any actual chest. So. What is he doing? I'm kind of wondering at this point.
Alright, we got the light arrow cheese.
Maybe he does know the skip, but he doesn't know that you only need to do you only need to plant the top 3 to open the door or something. And
there's the boomerang.
Putting that basement back in logic. Yeah, this seed has been pretty trolly for people that can't do most of the skips. Sadly, for them. A lot of items just out of the way.
Your soup, Joy. Could have been so much faster. Grandma made it especially for you.
But fun fact, the Stalfos that JoySparx is fighting right now couldn't be killed with light arrows, actually. The developer...
He took a nice amount of time on the Wizrobe.
Yeah. The developer actually fixed the soft lock with the Stalfos by making it so they can't be affected by light arrows. Because if you killed the head while the body was separated, the body will keep on living and you couldn't kill it.
Oh wow.
So yeah, kind of fixed something Nintendo never fixed. To be fair, the original game is pretty linear, so just not putting the enemy after the light arrows just fixed it. Since you get the light arrows right at the end of the game normally. Yep, very rude seal for non-skippers today. It almost looked nice at the beginning though,
Yeah,
since
I'll save you. Oh, just kill it.
and brightwolfz is going for the 7 arms room. Kind of a mean place. You can use arrows, brightwolfz.
Getting
Even
bullied.
regular arrows will do.
Piece of heart in that chest. Now we're moving on, going to the boss.
Fair, he's very good at killing those enemies without arrows, but it would be faster with arrows. And if you don't feel like bringing a car, you can actually ride those cyclones and grab the ledge.
Hopefully not drop too soon.
Yeah, it can be quite rough to get, honestly. And there's a timing for it, and it's kind of rough to learn it at first. And he got it. You want brightwolfz?
Just avoid that beforehand. Let's go.
Yeah, don't get grabbed. I'll give it a second, chat says. Sometime the layout we use for the tracker takes some time to get the items in. There we go. The third sword is there now. And we're gonna get some nice music soon. It's time for Mulgera, guys.
Do it.
Yeah, sometimes the trackers are weird hero wins. It works in mystical ways that I can't understand. Such like Quinn.
Yeah, that's what people always say.
Work in mystical ways. If your boss say that about you, he doesn't know what to do. Oh, he works in mystical ways. Somehow, never have to talk to the guy. So where are you betting for that last Master Sword?
I already told you my bet. It's just gonna be one of those males.
Yeah, there's a very good chance for male.
The cabana would be nice.
Kavanaugh could also be nice. I'm still hoping for that Orca leather for completing Forbidden Woods. That will be kind of the ultimate one.
That would be nice too. I just hope it's not in the basement. As long as it's not in the basement, I'm fine with it.
It's kind of an extension of the basement when you think about it. Get it for finishing in the dungeon. So you don't actually need to go to the basement to get it. You can just go fight the boss, then go check if the mail unlocked it. But that wouldn't be the best idea since it's very hard to get back into Forbidden Woods.
And hopefully they do it fast this time. They both had a little bit of trouble getting into Forsaken Woods.
Forsaken Woods, that's a new one. Forbidden.
Oh, Forbidden Woods. I don't know, man.
You got close, you got close.
I'm a little
Can't
tired.
wait to go to Forbidden Fortress. New dungeons, guys. It's alright. Honestly, every island in this game has a name, and it's so hard to remember it. Yeah, if the last progression update progression is in Optimum, that will validate Diamond Step, which will be nice.
I just remembered we haven't gone to Ice Ring yet. I'm a little sad now.
That is true too. That might be the place actually. Who knows? It's Rando. We don't.
Yeah.
It's the magic of Rando. All we know is it's in one of the logic locations. If it's not, we will have a problem.
Probably gonna warp, I'd assume, here.
Oh my god. JoySparx is going back into the dungeon. Did he forget his piece of the Triforce?
No, he picked it up. I think he's gonna take the warp.
Oh yeah, he could do that. But warp where? Because the dungeons the dungeons like well, the three first dungeons of the game, DRC, Forbidden Woods, and Tower of the God, they link together, and Forsaken Fortress, our temple, and Wind Temple link together. So right now, if he's going for the warp pod, it won't work.
To be fair, for both you and Hero who were saying that it won't work, I didn't know it wouldn't work, so...
Yeah, honestly, you kind of have to know.
And there
Yeah,
it
he
is.
was trying this. Not a bad plan, but you have to know where those new warp pods go. Yeah, considering how much trouble they had to get into Forbidden Woods, going to the RC and warping from that warp pod wouldn't be a bad idea either.
I agree with you on that one, Hero.
Yeah.
Especially with the whole tornado thing.
And he's going to Forest Haven, so I think we're gonna see a rematch between him and the Cyclone. Rematch of the century.
Yeah, let's go. First try. Safety straps.
And he's not going for the safety right now. Oh.
I almost thought he touched the water for a second there.
Yeah, I was having a bit of a faster heartbeat for a second. It was close.
Alright, well, at least
You got
won
it.
the rematch.
Yeah, it's still the Cyclone marked a lot of points in the first match, so I think JoySparx is still losing to that Cyclone. And he's now gonna go to the water.
Forget the top for a second. brightwolfz is forgetting that he has light arrows in the most important room to use them.
Yeah, pretty much.
There we go. He was just trying to lock on.
So yeah, we have all the basement locations to maybe get our last sword upgrade. And even if they're not there, it could always be Orca, which is kind of an extension of this dungeon. And the first chest of the basement is a rupee. Oh, that's sad to fall in the water there.
Yeah, it's a little bit of time lost. And he doesn't know this, but he does have some time to spare. But everyone wants to finish as fast as possible, so those kind of
I
things just hurt.
kind of agree with the routing WolfZ would have done, but at the same time, since the last piece of the Triforce is confirmed to be in Forbidden Woods, it's not the worst idea to go there first, just in case it's there.
I also would have been. I probably wouldn't have. No, yeah, no, I agree with all that as well.
And JoySparx is gonna try for boomerang spread, but he has the bombs, also fire arrows, which could do that a bit more easily. Let's see. Hero wins. Also, if you have the fire arrows, you can just destroy the flower even if it's closed. So that's usually what I do. It's pretty fast. It's always good to know a lot of ways to do one thing. And light arrows don't do it. And the bait bag. Put that in the tracker. That's essential. Beautiful bait bag.
Note to mom, come on, do it.
There's still a few. There's still some locations before that, but I'm kind of hoping for everything now. What?
Wouldn't fire arrows be faster even if you did get boomerang throw first try? Because you still got to set up for the boomerang. While the fire arrows, you just go in and shoot.
You just skip big key chest. Okay.
Oh yeah, then yeah.
It's not the biggest time difference, yeah. And it's time for Calibus.
The boss with the most confusing name.
It's not the easiest one to say, that's for sure.
Funnest one to say. Nowadays.
Also, it's one of those bosses that is pretty much underwhelming.
True.
Since even with oh wow, I was gonna say that even with even with the first sword, you can actually one phase that boss, and then JoySparx just messed it up with the Master Sword.
Okay, the light arrows.
Hey, try this. Light arrows just don't do anything to that boss though. If only we had some forest water.
If forest water heals it instantly, does normal water heal it?
That's a good question.
Alright, he got him on the second try.
Apparently no. And that's it for Calidumus. And with that we will get our last piece of the Triforce for today.
don't think anyone's gonna stop you for the Mulgara music, Hero.
Yeah, honestly, I don't blame you for skipping audio just for this. The one song in the game I feel like is a bit underrated. The Jala one is pretty good, honestly. Like, Mulgar is very good. Jala, kinda nice too.
I like the mid boss music best still though.
Let's be honest, most of the music in that game is pretty good.
Fair point. Alright, here comes the letters. We'll start with Orca. What you want?
Please, Orca. Please, Orca.
You
Orca!
have got it.
Orca, yes!
For you. Now at 205.50, we are in game.
Yep, Turbo mode has been achieved. I love it when I get something right. It's a nice high. It's the same kind of high when you, like when you drop something and you catch it before it reaches the ground. That's the same high.
Pretty good high.
It wasn't the letters from the delivery bag, it was just Orca.
It was just Orca.
Hey, Orca, the sword master, which uses a spear for some reason, just gave us the master sword. Thank you, Orca.
Why didn't you take care of this, Orca? You had it all along.
Yeah, he had the power to change everything all along, and he didn't do it. And I'm gonna blame it on the fact that he uses a spear even if he's a sword master for some reason. And now that the Mulgar music is done, we can switch back to get that nice ominous theme from the barrier breaking. Some glass breaking, because we're doing the barrier skip.
Oh, we're seeing a lot of skips today.
Yeah. To be fair, they couldn't skip that one. Thank you, Wind Waker SD.
$220 does look like a fair prediction. You might have been right on the mark on that one.
And brightwolfz seems to be going for the bot, the warp bot, to get back in Forbidden Woods. So another nice thing in the randomizer, no need to do the boss rematches.
Yeah. Don't even have to do this.
Gonna skip those artsy black and white bosses. And it's now time to see Puppet Gang get one-shotted.
Poor Puppet Gang shows up and dies immediately.
Yeah. Also, in that scene, that was the first time we saw him, so even worse. Not the best performance. Almost looks like Puppet Ganon didn't stand a ghost of a chance. And it's time to kill everything with light arrows.
Too bad we never found the magic upgrade.
Yeah, but we have the soup, so it's pretty much the same.
Fair point.
But boats is good. Boats is good. Another nice thing that is not that our runners usually don't get, but is very nice to have in the Ganon fight, in my opinion, is the magic armor.
Oh
Just
yeah.
protects your double damage.
But what about all their precious money?
Oh, in Wind Waker SD, it doesn't eat money. It usually uses magics.
Oh, right. That was Twilight Princess.
No, actually, in Wind Waker HD, it also takes money. So
Well, I'm right and wrong at the same time.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, in HD it's broken is very broken since it takes money, but at the same time it doesn't take money unless you get it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's even better than the Twilight Princess one, which takes
It's
money
just
all the time.
trades money. Ugh.
Yeah, it's just the capitalist armor. Let's be fair, Link in the Wind Waker is just a very powerful being. Light arrows. I mean, he's even more broken than in most other games, I think. He can just decide it's day, he can change the wind direction, he's pretty much immortal. He hits like a rock, and he's just a kid. He's just a kid.
He's just a kid. Imagine what he'd be like in 10 years.
Oh yeah. Just imagine if right after that adventure he decided to go and do an adventure on the DS that nobody really likes because you go to the same dungeon over and over again. Sad future for him.
I like the DS games.
Honestly, I do too, but I can't see why people don't.
Although
Gotta say that.
having to snap my fingers for that one boat upgrade sucked.
Yeah. Also, just the flute mechanic in Spirit Tracks, that was bad. Blowing into the mic. He could never get that right.
Yeah, I was probably stuck for a long time in Phantom Hourglass because of the bomb boat upgrade.
Yeah, that one was very. Or, you know the one puzzle where you have to close your DS.
Yeah, you just take a break and come back. You're like, oh, it's done.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. My parents called me for dinner, and I closed it, came back, and I was like, oh, subconscious me is a genius. Thank you, meal. And third phase of Puppet Ganon is now over.
It is one of the best puzzles in the game. But
Oh,
it's
yeah,
also one of the puzzles. It's also one of the puzzles that most people are like, "What do I do?" And sat there for a long time. Yeah, you are 100% correct. It does invalidate the 2DS.
Actually, there's a button to close the screen on the 2DS.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you can kind of do it. Just you can't
It's not
actually
as
like
cool.
close the thing.
Yeah.
Yes. That was their way around, so to make it work. Or now you can just take the new 2DS, which close. But let's be nice to the 2DS. It's very inexpensive. Like even new, you can get a original 2DS for like $90 with a game. They really managed to make that one cheap. A nice $90 doorstop. And brightwolfz is getting his Orcus letter. Last Master Sword upgrade.
Which means he's now in go mode. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, he's in go mode.
He is in go
215,
mode.
215.05, I believe. Yeah,
pretty
we got
much.
about 4 minutes left till Hero of Wins time prediction passes by, and it looks like he'll make it.
There's a good chance he will, yes. Maybe be even faster.
With this soup, he most certainly will be. With Grandma's love in his heart, he should be able to handle this no problem.
Fun fact, if you actually don't move, Zelda will always get that first shot.
Interesting to know.
Yeah, you just don't move. For some reason it works.
Yeah, and doesn't know how to treat women with respect. Remember, kids, don't be a gammon.
Yeah, Ganon has about the same respect for women than we have for walls. He's a bad guy.
We needed your help, Super Soup, so he had to do it. He had no choice.
Yeah, Super Soup, we're sorry for a sacrifice.
216.39.
It was for a good.
JoySparx beats Ganon. JoySparx has won the race, and brightwolfz has just broken down the barrier and is on his way.
Yeah, we got there. We changed the deal just for the barrier skip. It was pretty much on point. And since we've clicked done, our friend JoySparx should soon join us in the server, and we will be able to do a little interview with him. If he wants to, after all. You can also send your GGs in the chat. Maybe you will look at this. If you like what you saw, you can follow both of the runners at their respective Twitch. brightwolfz and JoySparx. Good players overall. Not the best skippers, but still good people. Also, you can follow our tracker, Hero of Wins, at his Twitch. I do believe he will do a run of the Wind Waker Randomizer later tonight. And if for some reason you want to follow my co-commentator, Quinn, you should, because he seems like a good guy.
I'm okay.
He's alright. And if you're for some weird reason you want to follow me, you can. I've never streamed once, so I don't think it's a good idea.
Maybe someday you will, and then you'll have followers with you already.
I have 3 followers and I love them. I think brightwolfz is one of them, actually. And Phantom Ganon is gone. The sad life of Phantom Ganon, just getting killed.
Yeah, shows up and gets defeated just as fast.
Yeah, when you don't have Forsaken Fortress as a dungeon, he really doesn't do much.
You have light arrows in Forsaken Fortress. Does he still go down?
In the Forsaken Fortress fight, he actually dodges the light arrows for some reason. And we have...
I guess it's all program to dodge arrows at that point. Because he's part Goron, remember? Come on. We've established this.
And
my great grandson.
GG to JoySparx, welcome.
Hi there.
Hey, good race, GG.
Yeah, GG, man.
That was a
Nice
really
race.
fun seed.
Yeah, kind of a trolly seed, but just enough for it to still be
Oh,
enjoyable.
this was not very trolly at all for me. For me, I was like, man, this is super straightforward compared to the crap I've been getting lately. Like, I feel like the past 3 races I've done have been like 3 hours, 3-hour seeds.
Oh boy. Yeah, when you don't know many skips, a lot of seeds get very trolly very fast for some reason. So
Everything was in dungeon for me in this one.
yeah, pretty much. Overall was pretty much useless for the most part. Except like Windfall and Palprint. And brightwolfz is now doing pop again.
I was surprised by how like well this seed started. Like, Dragon Roost was loaded, Windfall was loaded,
Palprint
just a
was
bunch
loaded.
of goods. Yeah, Palprint was loaded. There was a bunch of good starter items.
Yeah, the start was really nice. Also, you kind of went into Dragon Roost Cavern without a way to get to the big key chest, just if you needed to, and then the leaf popped up, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
that,
lucky
I was
guy.
like, I'm thinking I'm probably gonna have to like exit later, but I'll do this anyway since I don't really have anything else to do. And it just popped up, and I was like, oh, this is a good seed officially.
Since you're messing around with the game right now, can you go check the Grandma's house chest? I'm just curious.
The what? Oh, Grandma House chest?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Okie dokie.
Thank you, man. Curiosity will be satisfied.
I always wonder about the outside chests.
Yeah, me too.
Part of me kind of wishes like this one right here was a part of the run.
Yeah, that would be nice. To be fair, I always say that whenever I will be restreaming a race, I will just go to that chest to confuse everyone. So.
It's a skull necklace.
Oh no.
Epic win.
That's sad. but yeah, that seed was very dungeon heavy for the items, so that's always nice. brightwolfz is pretty much he's pretty much done with the first phase. Only one hit left on top of Ganon, so it was kind of a close race still.
Yeah, I was actually I was shocked. I feel like I played really well today, which made me happy. Which is good because I haven't like practiced in weeks.
Oh boy. And you have another race tomorrow against Frog.
Yes, and that one not going to.
Come on, believe in yourself.
Yeah, you should believe in yourself, man. The power of believing.
I didn't believe in myself today, so I think my best strategy is probably to to stop believing in myself. I believed in myself during my race with Cal, and that did not go well. So I'm just gonna be as pessimistic as possible. I feel like that's probably my best option.
You didn't win well, but in the end, Cal decided to leave the tournament, so you won that race.
Yeah, I guess I got lucky.
Lose to win it. And it's over for the first phase of Pop again. Only 2 relatively easy phases left. The first phase is way harder than the 2 others.
Yeah, first phase hard, second phase free, third phase kind of free.
The third phase can be a bit of a troll sometimes, but yeah, not so bad. Just have to get out your bombs and just run into the thing. So,
by the way, I would like to apologize for having the race start so late. It was all my fault.
Nah, that's all good. You gave everyone enough time to find another commentator.
I see.
Yeah, I was alone otherwise. Thank you, Quinn, for joining me again. But yeah, my sleep schedule will be kind of messed up now.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. It's the first time it happened. Happens to
I just, all that happened was I mixed up the time zones because, I don't know, I think my sleep schedule has been pretty bad lately. I got like 3 hours of sleep the other day.
I know the feel.
Yeah. And also I've been dealing with like, car insurance stuff because my, someone ran into me in the parking lot recently, so that was cool.
Oh man, never do the car insurance skip. It's not a good one.
Car insurance skip. I wish I could have done that. It would save me so much time this week.
Oh man, 2 quick snipes from brightwolfz. and now Propaganda just wants to run into
He was
it.
not happy about it.
This is one I'm always curious about, this chest.
Oh yeah, which one?
You shall see.
Yeah. And it's over for Propaganda in general now.
Mother and Child Isles had a piece of heart.
Huh.
That's another one I wish was part of the run.
Yeah, it's so close to being in the run. There's a lot of chests that are like miscellaneous, and the only reason they are not in, I think, is because some of those chests are very out of the way, but most of them are so in the way.
Yeah, didn't we have 2 of the chests get reclassified? The ones in Lenzo's attic.
Yeah, they were reclassified for this, yes. And there's also, I think there's another one. Yeah, there's another check. It's the Zunari trading side quest check, which has been added in.
I wanted to check that, but I don't have a delivery bag, and that was kind of a pain to get to.
Yeah, in
Not
the
until
end,
very end,
the mail
pretty much.
didn't matter.
We got 3 letters like right off the bat, pretty much, and then like
Just nothing.
it took till the end of the race to get delivery bag, and I honestly thought that Boomerang was going to be locked behind delivery bag for a little bit, and then I found it in Temple, and I was like, oh,
That's nice.
never mind.
No mail
Maybe
luck
Master
today?
Sword will be there. Oh, okay, Orca. That was a funny one to me. Like
Yeah.
Orca, the Sword Master, has the last piece of the Master Sword.
I always liked Orca because he's supposed to be a sword master, but he has a spear for some reason.
You know, I never thought of that, and now I'm upset.
Yeah, he never uses a sword. He never does.
He never does it. You're right. My friggin' childhood's ruined, dude.
It's almost like he doesn't like swords, and he's like, oh, this kid wants something to beat stuff with, and I don't like swords. Take this sword.
You know what? I don't even use this thing, so you can have it.
Yeah, it's yours now.
That's exactly it.
And since this time he gave you
the mail.
he sent you through the mail the Master Sword. It's kind of this way of saying, I'm not gonna save the world, do it. Not my
The
problem.
delivery fees has been crazy. That's one heavy sword.
I don't even know how he fits them to the mail. Like, it doesn't fit in the mailbox. It's just poking out or something. It's in the mail slot, just shoved in it.
Oh yeah, so earlier, our tracker was wrong apparently. And we had Earth Temple marked instead of Wind Temple.
Yeah.
And we saw you going into Wind Temple, and we were all like, what is going on here?
Why is he
no.
doing this?
What is going
But
on?
in the end, we fucked up at the beginning.
That was my audio check for VOD, and saw that Wind Temple was the right one. And you found a piece of the Master Sword in the village.
Yeah, that was pretty much confirmed. When we saw the delivery bag, it was... kind of sure it was, but then the master confirmed it. Brightwolfz kind of struggling with our friend Ganondorf right now. Oh yeah, Zelda just doesn't want to aim properly today.
Brightwolfz trying to attack Zelda.
Yeah, that's the punishment for not aiming right.
As I said earlier, don't follow Ganon's example. Treat women with respect.
And GG for Brightwolfz too.
My game obviously broke. My homeboy Ganon and I couldn't defeat Zelda.
I did the Ganon skip. Just didn't bother to do him. Oh man, you're just beating up Orca now.
I'll show you how to use the sword. So 2:30:32, Brightwolfz has finished. So GG's in chat, everybody. Everyone is done with their race.
Yahoo!
And we have Brightwolfz in the setup. He should join us shortly. Meanwhile, JoySparx is kind of going for Orca. And GG Brightwolfz.
GG.
GG.
Jeej.
My game is broken. My boy Ganon and I couldn't beat Zelda.
Yeah.
Ganon.
Didn't work.
Zelda was the true evil the entire time.
My last race, I accidentally swiped at Zelda and I saw her flinch, and I'm like, is that real? Is that actually a thing? So this time around, since the race was over, I was like, let's go beat up on Zelda real quick. Let's see what happens. And she shot me with a light arrow point blank. Who knew?
Right? This is also right after I was saying that don't follow Ganon's example and treat women with respect, and then you started doing that. So
Perfect.
Yeah, you went to the dark side fast again there. So
That was a seed.
yeah,
That was a seed.
I put off both Tower of the Gods and Forbidden Woods for so long. I'm like, I'll get progression to full clear one of those two eventually, right? I'll do all this overworld I have access to and get either the Boomerang or Command Melody, right?
yeah.
And
Unfortunately
today
for you,
was not the day for this.
Nothing was in the overworld.
Yeah,
Overworld.
Overworld was pretty bad today.
And it gave us all the items to route a whole bunch of checks together really nicely, and then I was just worried something's gonna be at Ice Ring Isle. I'm like, I'm not going there. You can't make
I
it.
didn't want to go to. I didn't want to go to the Isles either.
You can't make Fire Mountain isn't like that bad in my opinion. I did it right after Dragon Roost because I was right there and I didn't want to isolate it. But Ice Ring Isle is just like no, 1,000 times no.
Neither you did Ice Ring, so we'll never know what was in there.
Yeah, sadly. Unless it decides to just redo the whole seed to go like that.
Just to check the one.
Yeah,
out.
let me just go get fire arrows real quick. It'll only take me like an hour.
I mean,
New race.
You
Beat
don't
Ice
need
Ring
to pick the
Isle.
box.
I mean, it wasn't that long, but
we could also just take the seed and get the spoiler log now.
That seems like too much time.
I think it actually doesn't. The spoiler log change the seed?
Yep.
Oh damn! Yes.
If you
you're
generate
right.
it with spoiler log, it changes the generation. Just to keep people from doing that.
Yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah, I think the Picto Box was in Dragon Roost, and that led to the fire arrows.
Pictobox was in
Oh no,
Pop Print,
Picto Box
actually.
was in Paw Print.
Paw Print.
Yeah.
And then Deluxe
So-
Picto Box was that Forbidden Woods?
Yep.
Which unfortunately was not needed at all.
Wasn't it like the
No.
only item there too?
In Forbidden Woods.
Kinda,
I mean,
yes.
if you count Orca's letter as part of Forbidden Woods.
Yeah, or
Oh well, yeah,
came-
because
Yeah,
Orca's
yeah, I
letter
guess
gave us
you're
the
right.
final Master Sword.
Orca's letter was.
Or
That counts.
I'll
Orca.
count that.
He's the MVP of this run.
I was just glad I saw the Master Sword on Orca's letter, because I'm like, I don't want to go do the delivery bag stuff. I don't want to do Ice Ring Isle. Just give it to me, Orca. Let me go.
And then the game did.
It freed me.
Where was the first bow again? Was that Mila?
No, she was
First
Feyor's
Bow was
Pearl, I
in
believe.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Prince.
Yeah,
it was
offering behind one of the rocks.
Yeah.
Print was loaded.
It was.
I mean, Alpha Print was loaded, and then you had like a feather.
And there's a lot of Triforce charts, I noticed.
Yep.
I got like 5 of them. I'm like, I don't need these. Why do you keep giving them to me?
Yeah.
That's the
if you
treasure
count
charts, too.
treasure charts and Triforce charts. I think you picked up like 10 or 11 of them.
There was a lot of health, too. This is the healthiest seed I've ever played.
To be fair, though, if you're gonna get some junk, it better be some else.
I think
Yeah,
Mila
there
needs
are
glasses.
I think the most arts I've seen in a seed was 6, so...
I think I had 7 at the end of this.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I
don't
got
count,
like 2 or
guys.
3 heart containers.
Yeah, it was very nice on L today.
Me going into this, can you please not give me Wind Temple or Tower of the Gods and make sure not Dragon Roost, Forsaken Fortress is on the table? Game, okay, let me do this for you. We'll give you both Wind Temple and Tower of the Gods, and we'll take away Forsaken Fortress. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I'm cool with no Wind Temple, but you can't take Tower from me. I love Tower.
Tower of the Gods is my least favorite dungeon. Used to be Wind Temple, but then I learned how to skip, like, the part with all the curse bubbles, and I'm like, whatever. Not that bad anymore. Makar's used, like, half as much. It makes life a lot better.
As a commentator, I'm always happy to see, like, no Forsaken Fortress, just because it gives us more Wind Waker.
That too.
Yeah.
Very short.
Whatever
dungeon,
you don't like is what we like.
of course.
Yeah, the commentators are always gonna wish for Trolley C just to see how the players are gonna react.
Also, I just gotta say, neither of you have to worry about messing up the tornado jump because both of you messed up the tornado jump.
Oh, cool. That makes me feel a lot better.
I felt so bad. I'm like, come on, Link. It's like I got half into the tornado, and then I got just high enough to bonk my face on the wall and fall back down. I was just like,
Yeah, that was.
I was like, I really
God.
wanted to grab that ledge, but I'm not sure if it's actually grabbable. I would
Is it
imagine
not?
it is.
that'd be
But-
weird.
I pressed my button like 1 frame late or something like that.
One of the things I hate about the Leaf is that he doesn't automatically grab ledges when he's near one. It's like, I know it doesn't make sense because he's holding on to the leaf, but he's riding a giant leaf through the air. Nothing makes sense with that statement at all. Like, can I just
Logic.
grab the ledge, please?
Is that the logic, guys? So
In this case, Zelda logic kind of makes sense.
Yep. So anyway, tomorrow there's another race at 8 p.m. with JoySparx and Trog.
Best of luck on that one.
That's the
Yee, I'm gonna lose.
Trog is good.
Trog is good.
He stopped me by like an hour, I think.
oh boy. But yeah, that race will actually be the last race for the group stage of the tournament. So we're gonna soon be getting into the brackets, which both of you will be part of, actually.
Yay.
Yay.
It's not by default or anything.
Yeah, that
Not at
never
all.
happened.
It's not like 2 people gave up.
School is hard, man.
Yeah, school is hard.
Agreed.
So if you want to follow the runners, both of their Twitches are in chat right now. They're both good players. I'm sure they will learn more and more tricks as they continue to play. Will you guys?
Will you?
Who
I don't wanna be a liar
invent the
here.
Killing Zelda strat. I want to kill Zelda.
The Killing Zelda strats, the best strats.
That's a good strat, honestly. I wish I knew that one.
I mean, she shoots at you. She's mean.
I think I got electrocuted 5 times this fight.
I don't doubt it.
Also, if you want to follow our tracker, Hero of Wins, you can do it. Also, I heard he's going to do a race mode seed right after the end of this race. So if you want more Wind Waker, that's one way to get it. And if you want to follow my co-commentator Quinn PM, he's a good guy, right, Quinn?
I'm still okay.
Yep, still okay. And if you want to follow me for some reason, even if I never stream, do it. Go ahead. It's gonna be fun.
Learn the skips.
Learn to skip.
Please. At least you guys looked at the map better than us, so I can say things.
I joined late. I haven't.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Technically, it is our fault. So
It's all right. All went well in the end. Anyway, with this, I think after just thanking RO Speed Gaming, which I just did, for hosting this tournament in collaboration with Zelda Speedruns, I'm gonna wish you a nice night, everyone, and we will see you at next race.
goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
It's like the end of a kid show.
Bye bye, everybody.
much.
See you next week.
See ya.
Also, we're